Okay, economics students, if you choose to do the third project, the economics of project, where I have to find articles relating to some economic questions about a specific topic you've chosen, instead of Crocodoc, which has been closed down, you're going to use this website called Kami, K-A-M-I, and I'll put the link to this website up on the wiki space, but it's pretty simple. It's just Kami HQ. Or you can Google K-A-M-I and it'll come up as a choice. So you're going to need to create an account for this website. You can try signing in with Google. The way this website works the best is on Chrome. You don't have to use Chrome to make it work. I would not recommend using Internet Explorer, but if you use a different browser like Firefox, that should work just fine. But if you sign in with your Google account, it might instead want to use the Chrome extension because there's also a Chrome add-on for Kami. And so you can try that out if you'd like, but what I did was just make an actual account. So you will go ahead and enter your email. You can choose personal or school email and a password of your choice that you are going to remember. Once you do that, it's going to ask you a couple more questions because you don't have an account, but since I already made an account, mine will go straight to the program once I log in. So once you have made an account and then logged in, you will see a screen like this. And it says you can either drag in a file or click here, which means it's going to take you to where you're going to upload your file. So this is how the basic structure works. Now I want to show you how you would make a file to put in here. Okay, so this is in your Kami account and you're going to be doing this for each of your 10 articles, this process that I'm about to show you. So you've made an account and you've logged in and you're able to see a screen just like this. Okay, so let's say that I'm going to do my project on the economics of becoming a teacher. And as I'm answering those questions in my mind and just kind of trying to think about what kinds of news I might look for, I decide that perhaps one opportunity cost of being a teacher is this idea that the salary that you're paid early on might not be as high as some other careers. Doesn't mean this isn't a perfectly good career that people should choose, but perhaps one possible opportunity cost, because remember that's different for everybody, or at least certainly a trade-off in this career is that you might not make as much money as another person coming out of college. So I look for some news on that and I peruse some different articles. I might not find the one I want immediately, but as I did that, as I Googled teacher pay and looked at the news, I found this article. So this is an article from about North Carolina, and that these are some reasons that teachers don't stay in the profession. And as I read over this article, I decide that this does show a lot about teacher pay being an issue, and then also the stress of some of these jobs might also be an issue. So I decide I can use this article as part of my project. Now, what I'm going to do with this is two possible things. I can choose to print it. Over here in Google, up in the corner, it's gonna leave the screen, but up in the corner there's a few lines where you choose to print, or you can do Control P, but you choose print here. There's an option in Google to save as PDF, and that's what we need to make Kami work. So if your printer shows up first, you would click Change, and then you would choose Save as PDF, not a printer, but save as PDF in order to create a document that you can then put into Kami. And so that might be what I would do. But first I want to talk to you, like, look at all of this junk that's in this article. We don't need that junk. So I'm actually going to click cancel here. If you are turning something into a PDF and there's a bunch of ads and things and it's not laid out very well and there's lots of other pages that we just don't need, I would like you to do this just to help all of us. You're going to highlight only the article, and if the part of the side highlights or whatever, that's fine, but highlight only the article as best you can. Then go back and choose print, and this again is in Google Chrome, which I would prefer that you use, but if you're using Firefox, I will show you another possible way of doing this. So you're going to click print. Down here, you see some additional options. Sometimes this won't be here and it'll say more settings, and you can click on more settings and it will show you this. But here I have this option of selection only. Then it brings up only my article that I want. So that will work much better for me. I don't necessarily need that photograph that you saw in the article for you to know that you did this correctly, so that is up to you. You don't have to have the picture in there. Okay, so now I have what I need, and I want to save it as a PDF like we said. So I'm going to, if I need to change my printer, I'm going to do that. I'm going to choose this, and then I'm going to click Save. At that time, it's going to offer me options of where to save this. This is probably what your computer will do also. And so all of this is fine. If you want, you could choose to do this, like type in question 1 here, so that I'm for sure know which question you're using this article for, or more importantly, you know. And I'll show you about that part in just a moment. But you choose where to save this, and in this case I'm just going to save it to my desktop so that I can put it into Kami. So I click Save. It's going to turn it into a PDF for me. So I now have what I need to upload into Kami. There's one other way to do this. If you can't print to PDF, you can choose to copy and paste this article into either a Google Doc or a Word document, and from there you can save it as a PDF. So hopefully you can just use your print function and you don't have to go through this step, but this is one way to do it too. So you see I highlighted everything again, then I'm going to copy that, or you can use Control-C. I'll go back to this open Google Doc that I have here and just paste in my text. You have to use Control-V in Google, you guys probably have learned. So it's going to paste the article into my Google Doc. Okay, there it is. It's even going to put the picture in there, so also fine. And then I can change the title, or it will use this title automatically. And then, so once it's done this, once I've copied and pasted it into Google, I can go here and do File, Download as PDF. So if you are not using Google Chrome and your print dialog doesn't have that option to save as PDF, this is a way to turn it into a PDF that you all have access to because we all use Google in school. So, and you can see that it downloads a PDF for you, and then you can get that in your downloads file or wherever your computer sends those PDFs. So there are two options there. The easiest one is just to save as PDF under the print menu in Google. But if there's some reason that that's not working, this is an alternative that should work for everyone. So if we go away from this for a minute, so we have two options. We're going to go back to Kami. So we've signed in at this point. We have an account. I'm just going to go ahead and click. You can drag if you want, but I'm going to click. Here's my article that I did save as PDF. I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to click Open. It will put the article in here for me to annotate, which is what the assignment is all about. Okay, so once it loads my article, then what I'm going to do is annotate it. I need to choose this option, comment mode. We are not underlining, we're not striking through, we're not adding text boxes or painting on things. We are commenting. That's what you're using to annotate. So you click on comment mode, choose whatever fancy color you would like. I'll go with purple this time. And as I'm looking at this, they're leaving, right, because he needs a higher pay. And so if that's part of what I'm talking about as a trade-off of being a teacher, then I might highlight this part, and then it's going to allow me over here to make a comment, which is what I want to do. And so in this box, I'm going to type how this quote in the article, how this piece of the article relates to opportunity cost or trade-off if I'm using this for question number 1. And that is what you have to determine for your own topic and through your own work, but that's how to annotate the article. So opportunity cost or trade-offs. Okay, and so I've finished my complete sentence here. I just push enter, and there's my comment. Done. I keep reading because I have to add 3 annotations. Okay, and like here, it's talking about how a lot of teachers leave because of these different reasons. that's also an opportunity cost for the school district. If they choose not to pay their teachers enough, or they have conditions that cause trouble, it might be that teachers that are good end up leaving, and that is hard for a school sometimes to recover from. And so I might highlight that and talk about that somehow. So again, I will highlight, I will make a complete sentence comment that connects again to only question 1. You do 1 article per question. You do not connect articles to multiple questions, just 1 question. So related still to question 1. The spell correction works on this just fine. I do want correct spelling and complete sentences on here. I push enter again, there's my second comment. Your comments will be a little longer because they'll have more substance. And then I will add a third comment. This having an impact on kids is why teachers choose to do this, right? Even with the opportunity cost of low pay. So I'm going to add another comment. And then I have annotated 1 article, which is part of this assignment. So I still have 9 to go. That is how this particular interface works. Okay, now once I've done this, and this is very important, the thing I found about Kami that I don't love, but it works the best and I think it will be fine for us, is that it doesn't have like a way for you to save all these articles someplace on Kami. It's saving it for you as you're going, but the very last step you must take to save it, and this is important, is to click up here where it says Share Document. Okay, so you're clicking right here where it says Share Document, the little kind of new universal symbol for the different ways you can put things out there online. You click on it, this is going to come up, and you need to click Upload. Okay, very important, because this is it saving it to the actual Kami website and saving it for future use. You're going to leave all of this as is. Okay, so you've done step 1 of this saving part, and then you see this link here, and this is how you're going to turn in your project. So this is the final step. You either finish annotating the article or you upload the article, you're in the middle of annotating it, and you're going to come back to it. You have to do this either way. So you don't just do it when you're done, you do it as soon as you're having to leave this website and go do something else, or turn off the computer for the night or whatever. Okay, so you have this link, you're going to copy it. You are going to, in your school Google Drive or your personal, you're going to make a document. Okay, so we want a new document. On our mildly slow school computer. Okay, so here's our new document. And for now, I'm just going to type, my name, Miss Barrett's Economics of Teaching Project. Okay, so we're going to put that as a title, and then that'll make our document title, right, which is what we want. So then I have this article, so I'm going to type Article 1, or I could type Question 1, however you want to put that. Oops, sorry. And I'm going to paste that link. Very important. Okay, this is where it's going to save it for me in my Google Drive. And then when you're all done, when you have 10 of these, Article 2, Question 2, Article 3, Question, Article 3, Question 3A, right? Because you have to do 4 articles for Question 3. So you can just do Question 3 and then put the 4 articles under it or whatever. You're copying each link as you go, as you add articles to Kami, because this is going to be the most convenient way for you to get back to them and edit them, and for me to see them. Okay, so in Kami, there's not an easy, quick way to get back to all of your articles. I'm going to X out of this because I've copied my link, I've done what I need to here. But let me show you quickly what I mean. So if I click right here, it shows up for a while under Recent Files, but once you've added 10 articles, it's not all of them are going to be listed there anymore. And it doesn't have some place where you go where all of your articles are listed. So that's what you're very importantly doing, is every time you upload an article, you're clicking on this little button, and then you are clicking share so that it gives you this link. You're copying the link, and then you're pasting it into a Google Drive sheet just so you have all your links. And then that way, you can also return to them this way. and either keep working on them if you need to, or when you submit this to me, that's how I'll be able to look at what you've come up with for each article. So the only thing you're going to turn into me at the end is a single sheet that looks something like this with 10 links to 10 different properly annotated articles. You can see me with more questions.